This episode is brought to you by CarterComics.com. It's your one-stop shop for all your comic needs, whether it be graded or raw. Carter Comics has got it all. All you gotta do is go to CarterComics.com, fill your card up with all their amazing comics. Use the discount code FREAKNET, FREAKNET. Save you 10% at checkout. Not only on their website, but also at their eBay account. And the link to eBay can be found on their homepage at CarterComics.com. Again, CarterComics.com is your one-stop shop for all comic needs.
It's time! It's time! It's JFW time!
Hi guys, it's that time to get in the ring with the greatest faction in podcast history. Freakin Wrestling, the JFW Podcast, hosted by Travesty.
And I am Nubby, the Amazing Turtle.
And per my name in the bottom corner, I am Paxman Apex.
What, did you not notice that till this moment?
It started out with my actual name at first, and then altered itself after.
Well, originally it was like Demon
yes.
Slayer, some goofy high school.
Doomsday 145, which is my old fight name.
Either way, it's dumb. Dumb. Anyways, okay, so yeah, Apex is here, Turtle's here. We're gonna cover 14 different shows, 7 highlight results, 7 match cards. Obviously, there's not gonna be a lot of information for the results highlight stuff. You know, we don't at least know one show got canceled and one show I flat out forgot to promote. So to start with that, Brew City Wrestling, I apologize. Deep down, I did not realize I missed your show last week. That is 100% on me, and I'm going to do better to promote your shows in the future. I do believe the next show for Brew City is on August 23rd. So it's already in the calendar, ready to go. So again, Brew City Wrestling, I apologize. I didn't get a chance to talk about the match card because it looked like a very great card, especially with the fact that I believe my best friend was on it. So,
Best friend, longest 3-time
yeah,
guy.
which is weird because it says Holiday, it looks like Sinister. So,
Sinister Holiday, that's not your best friend.
nah, well, see, that's the thing. It's like, because I love Max Holiday. He's the longest reigning 3-time SW heavyweight champion and my best friend for life. Sinister Max Holiday, I'm not quite sure where to go with it, even though I know, last time I saw him, he got beaten down by, the clown crew, whoever the hell.
His own people.
Exactly.
The three rings, if we want to be technical.
We ever really technical?
I mean, if we gotta tell it, we gotta tell it right. So
That is true. So again, it's on us. I did miss it. Well, not on us. It's on me. I did miss Brew City Wrestling. August 23rd is Summer Sizzler, so that's gonna be Brew City again. And I don't want to play the video right now because obviously we're recording a show. I don't think it's gonna come through even if I did. But the Good Brothers are doing a video on Brew City Wrestling, so maybe the Good Brothers will be at Brew City. So we'll find out in August, right?
perfect.
Yeah. Typically, I'd ask you guys how you're doing, but clearly I don't care at this point. What is Apex doing? Making a sale?
Looks like it.
He's selling things?
He's selling things, making things.
I don't know why his background's all blurry, goofy. But while he's off and about and doing whatever and everything, I'll revert back to you, Nubby. I don't think any of these shows, other than CSW, not all these other shows are Apex. Wrestle League. Let's do Wrestle League.
Well, I only have one thing for Wrestle League. I didn't get any full results. But you know what? That doesn't matter because only one thing mattered to me in my eyes, and that's Muggsy James becoming the Urban Crown Champion. Or is it? God damn it! Was it Urban something? I know it's Urban something. I just don't remember exactly.
The Urban Sensation Championship.
Urban Sensation. What was he? Muggsy C Red? C Muggsy?
I would hope so.
Let me go back because I forgot to write it down.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
like a turtle would forget.
Yeah, take your time.
I'll take my time because why not? I mean,
take
the
your time.
Urban Honor Crown champion. There we go.
Urban Honor Crown champion.
Yeah. Congratulations, Muggsy, on becoming the new Urban Honor Crown champion at Wrestle League. In the last ever show at Homewood Auditorium.
Yeah. What's Wrestle League's plan then going forward? What are they going to be? I guess you wouldn't really know.
I mean, I can assume they'll be going back to the Lincoln Hall. Maybe they'll go to Magoo's. They were there recently, so there's endless possibilities for them. Maybe try Midlothian.
I heard there's a pretty good event facility there.
Yeah. I think Frontline was the only, the new Midlow Dome, we should say. And I think Frontline was the only one to be in the new Midlow Dome.
Right.
I was the last one to win a title in the old building, or the old Midlow Dome. So I got that going for me.
For what company?
That GPW.
There we go. Cool. Well,
still making sales.
Yeah, it's fine. All right, let's hit up CSW then, because you had an outdoor show in the hottest day of the year so far in Chicago.
Yeah. Perfect. It was perfectly hot. So yes, CSW did take place this past Saturday. Not Friday. It was Saturday. And it was Academy Upstart 2, which featured the future of CSW. But it wasn't just a CSW event. And I will get to that in just one match. After this pre-show match, we had Officer Tango and Danny G taking on the Cole Twins, which I guess this is another match that was not just a CSW, because according to Steve, the Cole Twins were representing ARW. So this could have been a bigger show than we thought. Now for some reason, when Danny G came out, he needed his own entrance music. Steve announced both Officer Tango and Danny G at the same time, but Danny G needed his own entrance. Fucking egos, man. Tango and Danny G did get over. They won the match. When we thought the Cole Twins were going to win, the ref gets pulled out. On the pre-show, already, we got shenanigans by a team who has an officer. That's interesting.
Not touching it.
Wonder.
Not touching it.
Not that kind of show. Wrong show. Now, I mentioned that this wasn't just a CSW show. And that's because Joey Pearson took on the Ultimate Combat Gauntlet champion. And it was for the Ultimate Combat Gauntlet Championship.
Okay. Did they have they ever had any kind of cross promotion before? Man, I know similar people wrestle in similar locations, but
I'm sure they did in the past. I don't remember seeing much of it since I've been there. But, I mean, this kind of show, it is possible. You can have anything. Now, this might cause some controversy for this Friday, as Ultimate Combat Gauntlet does have a show, and we'll get to that in a little while. But Joey Pearson did pick up the win and is the new Ultimate Combat Gauntlet champion.
There you go. How often do you see a other company's championship change hands at another company?
Not often,
Nope. I
but
think
it's just
maybe. I think the only other time I saw was maybe the title that you won. Because that was technically an IPW title, right? The county
well, no, well,
Chicago
okay,
title, whatever.
so when I first won it, it was the Chicagoland title, and
Yeah.
it was at IPW. I had to bring it to Rocket Pro, and it was officially changed to the Rocket Pro title. It was all, and I was, I guess, stripped of it, or I had to vacate it. To me, I thought that was unfair, but that's fine.
Yeah.
But
It
then
is
when I won it,
unfair.
I won it back. It was under the Rocket Pro name. So really, I get it. I get what you're trying to
Yeah.
go for, but
Not the
it's
same,
not.
not the same
No.
thing as the title change. Gotcha. Okay. Gotcha.
It's been done in a lot of places, but I don't think CSW has had it.
I think Max Holiday won the POW championship at SCW.
Yes.
Hey, best friend, confirm that for me if you're listening to this on your treadmill or a treadmill. Nubby says yes, so I think he's remembering like I did. I believe you won the POW championship at SCW. So,
Or maybe not. Because I'm starting to remember a conversation I had on Facebook with, at the time, I called them idiots, but they're no longer idiots, except for Chris Hedford. He's still an idiot.
oh yeah, he sucks. Yeah,
Stupid.
yeah, moron.
But so, yeah, with Joey Pearson, the new champion over Kenny Sutra, who only defended it one time since he's won it. What happens this Friday?
You got to assume a rematch, though, right? Got to assume it. You know, not confirmed, but got to assume it.
We could, but maybe they'll follow your method and not give an automatic rematch.
Yeah, earn it back, beat somebody else.
Yeah, promise to somebody, but don't really give it to them.
I mean, yeah, I mean, I've done that too.
Tell Kenny Sutra that he'll get another title shot in a year.
There you go. See how it work.
All right, so we had a tag team match, as it was Steve Boz taking on Doug Simmons. Wait, did I say that right? Teamed with Doug Simmons, or did I say go against him? I'm kind of confusing my words in my head.
I think you just said with.
Okay, so Steve Boz with Doug Simmons, taking on Sam Eli and Enzio Orlandi. Team Boz won the match. No more you can say about it. But Doug and Boz are pretty evil together. If you thought Boz was evil by himself, holy shnikes. Now there's a possibility that Doug could be joining the Made Men.
I was just going to ask that. Do you think that this is kind of like a tryout for him on potentially being the next member to join?
I mean, Steve is speculating.
Well, that's what Steve does.
He does, yeah. And he was talking a lot of smack. Just going to throw that out there. He talked a lot of smack. He was a ring announcer and talking that shit.
Sounds right.
Yep. We had a triple threat match for the Metro Division title as Hans Carden took on Chris Miller and Adam Stallion. Now, last week we announced that Stallion was taking on Marche. Well, obviously, that changed again. Hans did win by submission and retain. Now, who do you think tapped out?
Miller.
Ding, ding, ding. Chris Miller tapped the fuck out.
I got a smile on your face.
Oh, I love when Chris Miller loses because he sucks.
I'd ask if you get bored of it because it happens so much.
It's never boring when Chris Miller loses all the time because it's just he loses in so many ways.
And in retrospect, he kind of does it to himself.
He does, because he's a cocky asshole.
That's right.
Let's see. We had. Oh, so after the match, Adam Stallion was still around ringside. Steve announced that, oh, here comes Cypher. But Cypher really wasn't there. He was just trying to get Adam Stallion, all riled up because you know what happened at the last show.
Mm-hmm.
And he was scared. I mean, I would be too.
I mean, too. I don't think he's. I mean, I know I made a joke about him constantly smiling in his promo pics. I'm assuming there wasn't a whole lot of smiling happening. Saturday.
Nah. He wasn't smiling at all. He didn't even come out with the turtle chips or anything. That's how you know Adam Stallion has changed. He's not sharing shit anymore. Let's see. We had another tag matches. It was FXB and Nick Cotis taking on Brad Kevins and Jack Valor. Eddie Grayson is still injured, so Brad Kevins teamed up with Jack. And Jack and Kevin, or Brad Kevins, won the match. I'd say this was match of the day. Got a lot of holy shit chants.
Match of the day. Perfect.
Because you can't say match of the night because it was not at night.
True. I bet it'd be a lot cooler if it was. By temperature, not awesome.
Yeah.
Sure the whole show was awesome. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, definitely. Shout out to Kevin Woods for being the only ref. Sorry I didn't, help out, but I did help you in a way. So don't say I didn't do anything. I dropped some water on you, and I gave you an ice pack for a little bit. You're good. You were fine. You survived. I hope. I haven't heard from you since. But I didn't hear anything negative, so maybe you're good.
I'm sure he's okay. Perfect.
And you know what? Don't sue me. Sue the GM. He should have got another rep in there.
On him.
Yep, Steve. We had a trios match, and I mentioned in our chat that this was a hardcore match. It was hardcore. There was chairs. There was a door. There was a mini chair. That's how hardcore it was. There was a mini chair, and it was yellow.
Define mini chair.
It was a child's type folding chair.
Okay, so it wasn't like one of those plastic ones you get with like the action figures. This was like,
right.
Okay,
that would have been great. That would have been great, though.
You know what? I would have been on board for something like that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But so it was Lucia Ludacris teaming with Killa Lee and JC Heights, and they were together as the Purple Players.
Okay. Apex a member of that?
I don't know, but he should be, because they were definitely in purple.
He should be.
It was kind of like watching GTA live, because you got the what's the crew that wears the purple? I think it's the Ballers, right?
I don't know. So in my Grand Theft Auto role play that I am a member of, they just call them Purple Gang. They're all colorblind. I know they have a name to them, but I'm not quite sure. But luckily, I got a computer right here in front of me.
Cool. Well, they took on Machine 17, Haven Harris, Lizard Man, and KJ Carter. And Machine 17 did win. Then we had Davina Thorne taking on the returning Shelly Benson. Davina tried to use the chair, but the owner of the establishment got involved and took the chair away, which allowed Shelly to get the win.
Southside Hoods.
So then the green guys were the Ballers, right?
Jesus Christ, that's way too much of me. This is everyone else's job but mine, but I'll look. Because now I'm intrigued by it.
You would think I know, considering I played the game a lot. So then we had the main event, which was Marche Rocket taking on Doom Montgomery.
Before you get to that, the Green Gang in GTA is called the Families. Now, hear me out. They are an African-American street gang divided into numerous sets spread in a southern Los Santos. They sometimes fight each other instead of their main rivals, the Ballas. So the Ballas are another one. The gang likes sports and wears appropriately colored team jerseys for the feud and corkers. So there is the Ballas, but it ain't purple and it ain't green. So
yeah. Maybe they just changed it.
Maybe
for the game out.
It's very possible. I don't know which Grand Theft Auto are you talking about?
5.
Oh, yeah. Let's hear the Ballas, large African American street gang. They mainly operate in Davis. They have 3 sets: original Covenant Ballas, the OCBs, the East Side Ballas, the ESB, and the South Ranchero Ballas, the SRBs. Let's see. The Ballas set to control the Western Davis hotspot activity. Control activity. Nope, they don't give me a color. Can't help you.
That's fine.
Yeah, it's not wrestling related.
No. But you know what is green and wrestling related? Pizza and beer. We're green.
That is
That's
green.
right.
Sorry
That's
about
right.
that, guys.
Wanna be a baller, shot caller, 20-inch rims on the Impala.
But we are in the main event now.
20-inch blades. Never mind.
We are in the main event. Marche Doom. Doom tried to use his weird ass weapon that he puts together. It looked like like a little bat, and it had sporks sticking through. I can't remember. Look, he's weird.
Yeah, he's an American Psycho, literally.
Yeah. But referee pulled it from him, and then went to put it away. Marche then gave Doom the finger poke of Doom in the eye, and then into the M80, and 1, 2, 3, Marche wins and retains the heavyweight title because it was for the heavyweight title.
Nice. I don't think we were sure if that was confirmed or not last week.
No, we didn't know last week, but when I got there on Saturday, it was confirmed.
Which makes a lot of sense because, Steve definitely wants to make their lives as miserable as possible. So.
Oh, yeah. He was talking about stripping the title from him next month.
Well, it's better for him saying that than saying he wants Marche to strip. So.
Yeah, we don't want to see that. I mean, he'll get me jealous. That's a good looking guy. So. I can say that because it's Marche, and if I don't,
$1 million smile.
He might chop me.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was CSW Upstart Academy Dose. The next official show will be July 18th on Friday, back at Franklin Park. And it features the return of Ali.
It looks like there's a lot of announcements made for the next show already. Well, not a lot.
Yeah.
I guess at least 2 or 3 announcements for it.
Yeah.
Lycan's gonna get his rematch for the title in the TLC match. Ali's taking on Quintero, you just mentioned, so at least 2. So that's exciting.
I haven't seen Ali in over a decade. I haven't been in the same building as him anyway. In over a decade.
Oh yeah, I guess he hasn't been to CSW since his release. I know he was at Frontline and Dreamwave, but I guess he never had CSW. So.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
By the time I went to CSW, he was already in WWE. So. And I never went to a freelance or anything. So.
Last time I saw him in person, he was Mustafa Ali, or Mustafa Ali, along with Jake O'Neill for Team Taliban. Yeah. Good time. All right, man. Well, since Apex was too busy chit-chatting with God knows whoever for however long, it's only been 15 minutes. Yeah. All right. Well, the rest of the results are now you. So.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Let's start with SCW.
Oh, that's an easy one.
It's easy.
So SCW was doing the damn tap this Saturday that was unfortunately postponed. The show was not canceled. The show was postponed. So they're going to move that to September 6th. So add another SCW show alongside WrestleTopia for September. So one at the beginning of the month, one towards the end of the month, which I believe WrestleTopia is September 20th this year. They are, though, moving this match card, or at least most of it, to anyone that's available, since this was kind of like people weren't available for the July show, but they are planning on moving this to the Clifton Days show July 11th. So most of this match card will happen that day. Some matches are already basically being rescheduled due to availability. So we'll kind of see what direction that takes. But no, that show did not happen this weekend, as the Damn Tap talked with SCW officials, and they made the joint agreement that based on the area, how hot it was going to be, that it was better for safety concerns to move the show.
That's right. I think the biggest reason we see CSW having their show and SCW not having their show is because down here, people care about people's lives. We're up in Chicago to like fucking die. Who cares? So
I mean, it's Chicago. Like
it's Chicago. They're like, oh, you're gonna die of heat stroke. I just saw somebody get murdered on my block.
I literally was gonna make the same joke. Like, that guy just got shot.
And you're like, got shot over there, yo. Not only is he sweating, he's bleeding.
Yeah, no, he'll be fine. It's Chicago.
But no, you have your drink of water. Anyways, yeah. So SCW. So we'll talk about them next month, a couple weeks.
Cool.
So New Genesis, then what we got there?
New Genesis. Let me pull that right back up as I had that in a chat window. They were nice enough to send, I believe, Turtle the entire results of New Genesis.
That's not true. Nubby was down there watching the show.
Really?
No.
Okay. Jesus. God. No.
Yeah, I was in two places at once. You know?
Yeah. I was like, wait a minute. This doesn't even make sense. Yes, New Genesis Wrestling Melee in Mascuda. 3 and the results. First match was Manson, the Disciple defeated Brett Candy and Robert the Great in a triple threat match. Match 2, Preacher retained the NGW Lightning Division champion by defeating Navi Kai with a little help from Manson and Lexi Green on the outside. So looks like some shenanigans happening over there.
Wee little shenanigans.
Evil shenanigans. I'm gonna pistol whip the next person that says shenanigans.
Hey Farber, what's the wrestling like? All the goofy shit on the wall and the mozzarella sticks.
It's shenanigans. Oh! Little Super Troopers there for anybody.
I just watched it 2 weeks ago, and I'll tell you what, it holds up.
It still does, yes. And then the second one, adding to the same jokes made it even better. So I like it.
Disagree. Do not like the sequel.
I think it could have been better.
I don't like the sequel. I don't like the sequel for the same thing you like the sequel for. It's because it's the same jokes.
They continued the jokes. Okay.
They're like, holy shit, you know what? This worked 30 years ago. Let's just run it back now.
Let's continue the joke with the same freaking guy.
That's the same reason I don't like the sequel to Dumb and Dumber. It's just pandering. That's all it is, just fucking pandering.
The best joke of that whole movie was the fact that it was the first joke where he like pretended to be
30 years or whatever. Yeah.
That was the best joke of the whole movie. After that, it just got stupid.
If there's one thing I could tell anyone out there, from my opinion on this show that I give quite often, if it takes you 30 years to make a sequel, let it go.
Yeah, just don't do it.
Just let it go. No point.
Especially on comedies, you're either doing those one after another or you're done. You just
kind of like what Spaceballs is about to do.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. I understand they're bringing everyone back. I don't know.
Not John Candy.
Yeah, I mean,
here's the thing: if you're going to come out with a sequel to a movie that came out where the year started with a 1 and a 9, let it go.
Yeah,
fucking let it go. Give me. You could do like an alternative universe kind of thing, a prequel. You could do anything you want. You could take the entire if somebody was to make like Unforgiven, but a prequel to Unforgiven, where Scott Eastwood portrayed William Money that his father portrayed in '97. They did a prequel to that. I'll watch that shit. there ain't gonna be no fucking sequel because the sequel to Unforgiven is Clint Eastwood being dead, which God forbid that's gonna happen in like 3 years. No, you don't need a sequel from anything from the 90s happening now. That's why Star Wars should have stayed in the fucking 60s or 70s, wherever the fuck it came from. Don't need that shit right now. It's stupid.
I didn't mind the prequels, hated the sequels. First
The
one, they
best-
look like they're onto something, and then they just get.
Best one was Phantom Menace.
Really? I still am on
Greatest
Revenge of the
fucking
Sith, third.
no, greatest fucking Star Wars movie ever. Fucking Phantom Menace.
Like one line.
Darth Maul, greatest villain.
Yep.
Greatest movie, Phantom Menace. Had that fucking stupid ass space platypus in it. Yeah. So fucking Indiana Jones was there. It's fine. So we're okay.
Jesus Christ. Okay. All right. I will get back to New Genesis before we continue down this tangent.
Yeah,
and
we
this
would.
becomes not about wrestling at all.
It's just it's to give fucking Scourge of Society something to talk about on their show.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Third match.
This was definitely a callback.
Hell yeah. You know why it's called the SOS podcast? People are like, oh, it's because Scourge of Society. No, because they're asking to save our fucking souls every time we tune into that goddamn show. Hey, go listen to them. They're part of Freakin Studios. So
okay, I will definitely.
Yeah.
definitely
Don't listen
do
to
that.
Kyle's part though. Kyle sucks.
Oh my god, dude.
Yeah.
All
Cow
right.
sucks eggs.
Yeah, I didn't know it's weird to me that like he's so clear in the microphone, which is rough because I didn't know he could find a chair that gets him high enough to get to the level that the microphone's at because he's so fucking tiny. Go ahead, Pex.
Okay. Yeah, I noticed my name changed by the way when I was gone again.
I changed it after we were talking about it. I changed it so quickly.
Okay. Third match of the evening for
It's about him. See my
New
name's changed.
Genesis Wrestling. The fam defeated the great Heathen Army. Sorry, wow. Heathen Army to retain the New Genesis World Tag Team Championships.
Next time you book IVWF, I want the Havens versus the Briox Bros.
Yes, you got it. Done deal.
Give me a bunch of just book everyone you can't fucking pronounce. I'm
So I
so
can't
good.
get
A
through a
whole
comment
fucking card. Whole fucking card.
During the intermission, or should I say after, Big Mama Love came out to discuss the St. Louis Independent Wrestling Hall of Fame. When she was done, Lexi Green came out and told her time was then and to watch how it's done now. Cassandra Golden came out and their match began. So we go into match 4. Lexi defeated Golden with a powder to the eyes and advances to the finals of the tournament. Oh, wow. So more cheating, more shenanigans. Jason Halbert made a second chance match for Golden at our August show. So the New Genesis August show will have Golden versus Nix. Winner will advance to face Shiza. Good God.
Hey, fun fact.
I might have
Shiza
just swore in German.
No, you said shit in German. So you're talking about shit McKenzie. So
Yeah,
God,
Shaza McKenzie in the semifinals.
don't spit on your fucking computer there, Nubby.
Jesus Christ. Now I got South Park episode stuck in my head of that one.
Don't bring the Lord into this. You're the one that fucked up, not him.
Match number 5. Thank God it's an easy name. Sid Holland defeated Jerry
Wait,
Morgan.
what was it?
Holland?
Sid Holland? Is that what you said?
Sid Holland.
Okay, I didn't hear the first name.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Sid Holland defeated
gotcha.
Jerry Morgan in an incredible match to retain the WFAC championship when he got Jerry in a triangle lock, causing Jerry to pass out. So rather tap out or pass out, decided to pass out. Match number 6 is LVK and Reiner fought to a double countout and continued to brawl until being pulled apart. Both men will meet in August again in a no DQ match, no countout match. So that's make sure that there could be an actual winner coming out of that one. Match 7, PYT attacked Cade on Thursday's podcast, and he was not cleared to compete. So Ricky was attacked while making his entrance by PYT and helped to the back. PYT then cut a promo bragging that they must now have a night off until the fam came out to fight PYT, and Ricky returned from his attack to make it a 6-man tag match. PYT got the victory when Tobias Storm. Go ahead.
Tobias.
Wow. Tobias. Never seen that name before. Not gonna lie. Pinned the fan Alex Steele.
Clearly.
Tobias. People know I have issues. There was a little extra note here as well that it seems like the ghost of Preacher Pass may be returning, because after Preacher's match, the lights went out, and when they came back on, a sickle and Savage's mask was in the ring. Ooh. What could that mean? And that's it for New Genesis Wrestling Melee in Mascuda 3.
On behalf of JFW, I want to apologize to every wrestler that he pronounced wrong.
I mean, I apologize every single time.
That's why his name's only 4 letters.
Yeah, that's exactly why. It just made my life a lot easier. And that way I don't...
People was like, you need to change your name. No, you don't. No, you don't.
No.
No.
There's a reason. We don't need to add any more to that.
Not one bit. All right, man. Well, hey, listen, we're still on your stuff, so let's talk about Backbreaker.
Backbreaker, Under the Lights results. The Blood Brothers came out on top against the new masters, Dave West and Brentley Alexander Dawson. Jesus, that's a long name. Okay, now I understand why I got one name. Couldn't seem to get on the same page. And wow, I thought I couldn't spell. Get on the same page, and Juarez and Rancid capitalized for the win. J-A-U.
Are you asking me?
Auarez. Am I saying that right?
Are you going off their Facebook page?
Yes, I am.
Wait, where are you at? Oh, there we go. The Blood
result.
Brothers came out on top against the new masters.
Yeah.
Dave West and Brentley Alexander Dawson couldn't seem to get on the same page.
Yeah.
Juarez and Rancid capitalized for the win.
Want to make sure I had the right name, but it's also Gabe the Brave Juarez. So that's the full name.
Yeah.
Just want to make sure I was saying that right, because you're like, I know J's and H's in Spanish are like always coincide. So the triple play match for the Brass Knuckles Championship. That just sounds like a really cool championship to want to have. David Allen won his match against Chip Walker with the assists from Thomas Keith and King Bishop, but Dave did not return the favor and simply looked on while Thomas Keith lost his match to Cujo. The two winners then went on to face head-to-head. Cujo pulled off a perfectly executed DDT mid-ring to become the new Backbreaker Wrestling Brass Knuckles champion.
The champion did lose.
I bet story time at your house is fucking fantastic.
Was it? No, I don't read the stories. The kids read the stories to me.
I could tell.
Yeah. I actually don't read stories.
I'm trying to follow what you're reading, and I'm getting lost. It's like,
don't follow along, just listen, and then try to help if you want names. Next we have Anson Reinhardt. Didn't come to clown around, but Busy B did, just enough to throw him off of his game. Busy picked up the win in his debut match.
What I love is you definitely read that like it shouldn't have been read, but you got through it. So, because what you did is Anson Reinhardt didn't come to clown around, but Busy B did, just enough to throw it. Now, what it is Anson Reinhardt didn't come to clown around. Busy B just did enough to throw him off. So what you said was Busy B came to clown around. Listen, I don't want to do this, but how else are you going to learn?
I know. I just figured that they
Pac-Man. This is how Pac-Man went from a shitbag fucking podcaster to a mediocre fucking podcaster. So if I could elevate your fucking life, this is what I got to do. Ask Nubby, work for him.
I appreciate that. That's what we're trying to do here, and thank you.
Oh yeah.
I just thought there was a mispunctuation. This is where my grammar issues come into play here.
Listen, don't throw in punctuation if it ain't there. If it's a run-on sentence, run it on.
Run it on. Okay.
Fucking run it on.
All right. So let's go on to the tag team championships. As promised by the leaders of the monarchy, Richie Rothschild, D plus D did indeed pay in gold. The long-running tag team champions' reign came to an end against Punisher and Johnny Blasphemy. There we go. I can say the word blasphemy. It's amazing. Heavyweight championship match. This one has been kind of lingering around. But what?
The fact that you said it right when you read it, but you just said it wrong when you said you could say it right is fantastic.
Did I really not say blasphemy right again?
When you said, oh, wow, I can say blasphemy right.
That's because I slurred.
You forgot the PA. Yeah.
Yeah,
you did. Holy hell. Well, I can say blasphemy right. No, you could. Apparently not.
Blasphemy, yeah.
Apparently not.
I love you guys. You guys are so great.
I know, right? Sorry, I don't mean to sound like I'm fucking burying you. That'd be,
I mean, only so many people bitch about that.
It'll be fine. I'll hear from somebody else in like a week and a half.
Yeah, I'm sure.
We're okay. At least you're trying. In 3 weeks, when you threaten to retire and people are like, "Oh, please don't leave the podcast," you're like, "Oh, I've come back for one more," because it's gonna mean something then.
Yeah. I mean, it's just, I don't know. Does my one more mean one more month, one more show, one more year?
Exactly.
We don't know. We don't know. So we're just gonna leave you guessing here.
Exactly.
All right. So heavyweight championship now that has been a budding feud for quite some time now. I think started back in February with Nick Diamond. So we'll read this one here. In an absolute home run of a match, Dick Davis retained against Nick Diamond. After the match, Diamond's emotions got the best of him as he attacked the CLYB mascot, promoting another standoff between. Damn it. Can I just promote?
No, because promoting another.
You want me to really do it? Okay. Prompting, even though I could just, my promoting word was fine too.
But
another standoff.
It wasn't right. He's not promoting another one. It's causing it. Jesus. I'm sorry. Hey, when I do the match cards on the show every month, I'm prompting Apex Nutrition for you guys to go and fucking do it. That fucking makes sense. Yeah. Jesus.
Yes, you prompted it.
Yeah, right before your match, I need you to go over there and do a prompt.
All right, I'm gonna finish reading now.
I would.
Prompting another standoff between Davis and Diamond. With a small army of CLYB players backing Davis up, Diamond intelligently chose to back down to fight another day. And I'm pretty sure they will. Per Backbreaker Wrestling. They did want to give a huge shout out to the CLYB for hosting. And anyone that took any cool pictures at the show last night, drop them in their comments on their page, which is linked on our Just Freakin' Wrestling post.
There you go.
And that was the results from Backbreaker Wrestling this past Saturday.
Good for you.
Thank you.
One more. All right, let's talk about the Defiant Pro Wrestling that happened yesterday.
Super easy. We do not have any results except for one major change. Okay. And that is pronunciation of her name. Hang on, my window closed for the message.
You are killing this.
I know. I'm glad I'm killing it. My window closed.
Congratulations to Reagan Lydale for whooping Coda to become the new Defiant Pro Wrestling World Champion.
Yes, that one. Since apparently my Windows decided to close down where I had that promoted.
Listen, man, this is what 9 years of podcasting looks like.
Yeah, well, I mean, this is why I'm learning from you guys and not just coming up with my own thing.
That's true. So here we go. Reagan Lydale.
Reagan Lydale is your new Defiant heavyweight champion.
Now, here's the thing, because I'm looking at this, and I don't want to be a sexist or anything. Is this a women's championship or the championship?
Oh, this is the championship.
Is it? Good for them.
Yeah, I was kind of shocked. I thought it was interesting that there was a mixed match for the heavyweight title. And, I mean, she just showed why everyone's trying to book her and getting her everywhere. Because she literally, I think we talk about her at least 3 times every week on the show because she's getting booked everywhere. That she now is a heavyweight champion somewhere. So that's awesome.
Good for
So
her.
good for Defiant for having a new champion.
Excellent. All right, let's talk about match cards. We got 7 matches, 7 shows coming up. We got match cards for, I don't know. This is all you guys. I got no cards to talk about. So let's start with the easy one. We'll start with IWA Productions. I know they don't give us match cards.
Well, get ready to get your mind blown because we have a match card.
Like a whole card? Like a full card?
A full card.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Did they realize what we're doing here?
Well, the same guy that gave me the new Genesis also gave me IWA Productions.
Does he know to do that in the future?
I'm hoping so.
I hope so too. Awesome. Okay. Well, how's bells? Let's talk about IWA Production and their match card.
All right. So we got an IWA Production match card thanks to Mr. Savage. Thank you, sir. You're evil. No. You are still evil, but thank you for the match cards and the results for New Genesis. IWA Productions presents Dream Big, Fly High. So spread your wings and fly. Something like that.
I will say that this is a fundraiser for the Children's Miracle Network Hospital. That's pretty cool.
They're always doing stuff. Giving back to the kids. They're awesome. They're very awesome. This show takes place Saturday, June 28th, at 521 Perkins Avenue in Mount Vernon, Illinois. Doors open at 6 p.m. Bell time 7 p.m. Front row is $12. General admission $7. If you want those tickets in advance, visit the Ringside Buffet, which is in the same vicinity. Like literally, you can walk to the buffet from the arena and the buffet to the arena. It's right there. Can't go wrong. And the best thing is, the Ringside Buffet is open every day unless they decide to close down for vacation. It does happen. People have lives too. Great food. And the prices. You can't beat them. You just can't. And did I mention the food is good?
We should make a JFW road trip down there one day.
Yeah. Because the food is good.
I heard the food's good.
It is. And the owners are great. Patty and John, which John, I hope everything goes well with your health. Sorry you're going through that. No one should ever go through it. So we're praying for you, buddy. So we got a match card. Sid Holland and he's taking on Playboy Double H for the IWA Productions Championship. Playboy Double H is the champion. The sound guy, he will be challenging Jerry Morgan for the IWA Productions Light Heavyweight Championship.
Or is this the wrestler's name?
That's the wrestler's name, sound guy.
Does he look like he does like sound equipment at shows?
Yeah. He also looks like he does sound equipment for a living.
Cool. All right. Living out the gimmick. I like it.
In a women's match, we have Nyx taking on Ivy Mercer. Then we have Slade Porter taking on Chris Cutler.
Oh, do you say Nyx?
Nyx.
Like the hot girl that wrestles for SCW?
No.
Oh.
That's a totally different Nyx. There's actually another word in front of that.
Probably not as good to look
at. What?
Oh, I don't know, man. I'm in the mills. I live my life.
No.
In a tag team match, we have A-Boy and his monster taking on, I want to say it's
what?
VAI Lentz.
A boy and his monster.
Can we just, that's where I want to go back to right now. Like,
Is that what you're telling me?
I don't care
It's
about the name.
literally says a boy and his monster.
I'm not going to mock the guys, but that is gold right there to be taken out of context. Okay, just saying.
Look,
like,
so here's what we have to do. When this show comes out on YouTube, we'll have to watch it and find out what's happening. We should be doing that all along. I mean, they put it out every month.
We should.
Okay.
I mean, we want to watch good wrestling, and they do have good wrestling. So.
A boy and his monster.
Boy and his monster.
That's beautiful.
It's like a children's movie.
Now, see, here's the thing. I could probably Google it and find it and everything, whatever.
I don't think you should Google
But
that.
at this point in my life, I do not know if the monster's real or not.
Yeah, just don't do that.
I want to wait for the YouTube video to come out so I can see it for myself, because it's either going to be a Decipher like looking motherfucker or nothing. And I'm really hoping for nothing that destroys everybody.
So like just an imaginary monster that's beating up everything.
And I'm telling you right now, if this group doesn't come out to Monsters by Eminem and Rihanna, what the fuck are they even doing?
You got a point there?
I don't know what that song's really about. I just assume it's about
whatever you do, not Google that. Otherwise, I think the FBI might break into your window as we're recording this. Yeah, so don't do that.
I'm doing it now.
Well, while he's doing that, we have a #1 contendership match for the Light Heavyweight Championship. It is TJ Kellis taking on Navi Kai. And then in a tag team non-title match, we have the Gospel of Damnation taking on the Great Heathen Army.
Oh, it's just inner demons and mental health. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's okay. Fucking come at me, FBI. Whatever.
Okay.
And that is the card for IWA Productions Dream Big Fly High. Saturday, June 28th, 521 Perkins Avenue, Mount Vernon, Illinois. Doors open at 6 p.m. Bell time 7 p.m. Front row $12. General admission $7. Advance tickets, ringside buffet. Get the food.
That just sounds awesome.
I will say, when we were sitting here talking about IWA Productions show coming out on YouTube, most of the shows, which I think I do have to update it since Pex has come on board and we added a couple people, but any show that we talk about that has a YouTube channel, they are listed on our JFW YouTube channel. So all I got to do is go to our page, Just Freakin' Wrestling or JFW Podcast on YouTube, scroll down, and then it has a list of all the companies that we talk about and links to their YouTube channels are right there. So it's easier. It's almost a one-stop shop for you to go to find all these, and just Google search all of them. So I know IWA Productions is on there, so go ahead and go there. So.
Cool.
You waiting for me to tell you which one's next?
Yes.
Let's go AAW.
AAW, perfect indeed.
Oh yeah, I am.
AAW Pro Wrestling presents Crush and Destroy, Saturday, June 28th at the Berwyn Eagles Club, 6309 26th Street in Berwyn, Illinois. Doors open at 6:45 p.m. 7 p.m. a live taping starts. 7:30 the Crush and Destroy card starts. Front row tickets $50. Second row tickets $25. Third row tickets $25. General admission is $20, and standing room only is $20. I think they do about 4 rows of seating, so I don't know if that qualifies under the general admission if their seats open. So just a heads up, guys, general admission and standing might be the same thing. But you can get your tickets at aawpro.ticketleap.com. We've got quite a bit of matches already announced, as well as more to come. So the main feature of the show is going to be Joe Alonzo versus Chucky Smooth. If Joe Alonzo wins, he gets to shave the head of Chuck's son in the middle of the ring.
That's crazy.
If Chuck Smooth wins, Joe Alonzo will be gone from AAW forever.
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 Yeah, I just got to put that on repeat slow motion.
Sound like brother.
AAW Tag Team Championship match, the Hellhounds. God, I love that name. Russ Jones and God, I can never say it. I think it's Shafe, SCHAFF. I can never say his last name. Is going to be
versus for a lot of people.
Yeah, apparently it's a lot of people, but I love their name. I just never can say his name. It's like foreign to me, apparently. They will be facing Aaron Roberts and Joey Avalon. Want to see if anyone's going to take these titles away. I think they briefly lost these titles about mid last year, have won them back and just been on a dominant tag team run again. These two are hard hitters, and I think this has got a good combination of Roberts and Avalon to actually give them a good run for their money. But great tag team match, great tag team to watch. Heather Reckless returned last month, and she's back again to face Sierra. Trevor Lee will be in action against Calvin Tankman. Oh, good. I was worried that I had to go look this one up. But the AAW heavyweight champion Ren Jones will be tagging with Beef to verse Stallion Rogers and Jake something. Shaza McKenzie will be taking on former teammates Sean Logan with Bruce Hamilton. I did just see while we were talking, when I hopped on Facebook a minute ago, that there was a breaking news. Danny Daniels has banned Johnny Bravo from the Berwyn Eagles Club entirely this show. He wants no shenanigans in any of the matches with his group and former members. And then, of course, there's also supposed to be an action, but has not been announced yet. AAW Women's Champion Maggie Lee, the AAW Heritage Champion Robert Ego Anthony, Isaiah Moore, Rafael Quintaro, Hartenbauer, and Solomon Tupu, all to be in action. More to be announced, cards subject to change. And this one is for anybody who is interested in learning about professional wrestling. From 1 to 3 p.m., there will be an AAW tryout with Danny Daniels and a seminar from 3 to 5 with Trevor Lee at the Berwyn Eagles Club before the show. Cost is $50 plus fee. They're not stating exactly what the fee is. I think it's just credit card fees. And to sign up, you must email your resume to aawproductionscrew2@gmail.com. Matt Riddle did one of these back in December. There was a really good turnout, and a lot of those guys did get picked to be on AAW Alive that night, as well as some other stuff during the show. So really cool opportunity, and you get to learn from somebody that has formerly been in WWE. I believe he was in TNA, and I know NXT for sure.
Yeah. For those of you who don't know, Trevor Lee is Cameron Grimes. So.
Oh.
But yes, he came from TNA to NXT to WWE. Yeah. So.
Cool. And that is it for AAW Pro this Saturday at the Berwyn Eagles Club.
Okay. Let's do freelance.
I can do freelance for you. And freelance is this Friday, June 27th at Logan Square Auditorium. And they present Freelance versus the World 11. Now, I could give you the address, but what's the point? Tickets are sold out.
Sold out.
So, show starts at 8 p.m. Doors open at 7 p.m. So open up your door to the fridge. You get your stuff. Go sit down and watch it on IWTV.live.
Turtle, that was literally going to be my next question: is can I at least watch this via satellite?
Yes, you can via satellite.
How old are you?
That was an old WWE callback. Jesus.
But
This
yeah,
is a
IW,
wrestling show.
Grow up. God.
but yeah, IWTV live. It's streaming live this Friday, 8 p.m. start time.
Doing it live.
Do it live, brother. Call it in the ring.
Doing it live. Call it in the ring.
Talk about it out there. Proceeded to be my worst match of my career. What?
Oh, you got me, brother.
All right, so we have a 6-way scramble match. It will be Blair Onyx, Nova Mars, Shaza McKenzie, Trent Wrigley, Davina Thorne, and the Amazing Turtle. Oh, no. Just dreaming again. It's question mark. We don't know who the 6th person is.
It could be Turtle.
Turtle,
don't
you
know.
might be onto something here, though.
Could
Maybe
be
if
you.
we just start inserting our names into the shows, they'll just start or expect us there. I don't know.
I mean,
Hey, you just never know.
realistically, I mean,
Shot.
this isn't far from where you live.
For all we know, it is one of us.
I don't know. Chicago to me. So I mean, 2 miles
Chicago,
take 3 hours,
suburbs.
but you can bike.
I mean, I did mention that I have never been to a freelance show in my life. I could have been foreshadowing,
I know,
if
right?
you will.
Right. Up to this point, you haven't been to a freelance show, but it was last time you were in a 6-person scramble too.
Never.
Hey,
Wait a minute. Was
Wait.
I? Wait.
Hold
I
up.
think there was more than
Wait
6.
a minute.
There
Here's what
might
I'm
have
gonna
been
tell
more
you.
than 6.
Here's what I'm going to tell you, because there's actually some decent companies that we talk about who actually react to our posts on social media. One of them happens to be AAW Pro. So if you decide to listen to us talk about your show, we have a guy here named Amazing Turtle, over 2 decades in the business, nearly 2 decades. Is it 2 decades this year?
Is 2 decades last year.
Oh,
2 decades plus an extra year experience. Great, fucking Nubby gets pops. I'm gonna tell you. If you don't believe me, go watch Rocket Pro Wrestling on YouTube. You can not only see Bill run past his wife to get the fucking hand slaps of the fans instead of being the hero he was supposed to be, but also some major pops coming from the fans because Nubby gets pops. Say, if you do have a faction at AAW though, just be wary because Nubby has this innate powers of destroying those. It's not he doesn't plan it; it just happens. But
I mean, there is the Bravo family. Maybe that's the final boss of factions for you, Nubby.
There we go. So
Maybe.
if you're looking for somebody who's going to get some pops, it's going to be the Amazing Turtle. So thank you for reacting to our post. I hope that means you also listen to the show. And if you do, keep in mind, Nubby, the Amazing Turtle, he is on Facebook. You can find him easily. Go ahead and say, hey, listen, we need a 6 for the scramble. You're up, buddy. And who knows? Maybe he'll shell shock Shaza. Fucking knows.
That's freelance, actually, not
Okay,
AAW. You said AAW.
This entire time.
But they reacted.
Oh, the entire time. Anyways, AEW, book fucking Turtle. I don't know how I got mixed up. That's on me. Freelance, hopefully you're listening as well. Book fucking Nubby.
Yeah, the same goes for everything there.
For all of them. Yeah.
Freelance, AAW Pro, Backbreaker, Office, book Nubby. Got it.
Everyone fucking book Nubby.
Yeah.
Hybrid Wrestling, you liked our post? Book Nubby.
Book Nubby.
Yeah.
Justin Savage, you liked our post? Get Nubby down to wherever you're at.
Yes.
I mean, I wouldn't mind making my return to IWA Productions.
There we go.
It's
right?
been quite a while.
Matt Stoffel, you liked our post? Book Nubby.
Done. Booked.
All of you out there, book fucking Nubby, you idiots. God.
Yeah, he's capable of wrestling right now.
Yeah, and not only that, he's not injured. So there you go.
No, not like some other loser on this.
That's right, morons. 21 years, no injuries.
I think we should definitely go 2 decades plus. It just sounds badass.
Help
Sounds like
help help Nubby shop around for the future Cowabunga crew. Get around some people.
Yes.
Anyways, okay, that's enough self promotion for you. Go ahead, get back to what you're doing.
In a singles match, we have Calvin Tankman taking on Darius Luttrell. Good thing I remembered that because when I was editing this, I erased Luttrell. Good thing I did remember. Go
Got
me.
that over.
For the Legacy Championship, we have Kota Hernandez defending his championship against Mustafa Ali. That should be a fantastic one. Now, we have a tag team match. I can't believe I gotta say this.
Say the word. Say it.
We have White Meat taking on Cock.
Yes.
Like, there's like periods and stuff, right? Like, it's an acronym.
Mm-hmm.
Well, on my screen, it's without the periods, but
Yeah, what I'm going to tell you is it's definitely Cock, but there's two of them, so it's Cox. But yeah,
It would be a very interesting name for a tag team to not be plural.
I mean, if my memory serves me right, I know Darren Corbin is on that team, which makes total sense.
oh, that's one C or
I don't
K.
remember.
I don't know how you spell Corbin. So
I believe he spells it with a C.
okay, there we go.
I don't know the name of his tag team partner though. I don't think it was listed.
Listen, with a name like Cox, who cares about the names?
Yeah, fair enough. Where am I? I keep hitting the wrong mouse. Damn it. All right. And then for the tag team titles, we have Home Cooking defending their titles against Bang and Matthews.
Bang and Matthews.
We got a Cock and we got Bang and Matthews.
White Meat.
Home cooking that white meat.
All right, Cox.
All right, finally some names that are actually names. Isaias Velasquez will be taking on Alfonso Gonzalez. Chico Suave will be taking on Sabin Gage. And for the world title, we have Devin Monroe, the champion, taking on Reagan Liddell.
Hey, we just saw her become the champion of another company. Who's to say she can't do it here?
Hey, could be Reagan 2 belts.
That's right. She could hold the top prize in two companies.
Damn Skippy. And that is the card for Freelance versus the World 11. Friday, June 27th on IWTV Live at 8 p.m.
It's awesome to see. I think
tickets.
you can't get your tickets. It's sold out.
Get them to your house.
Yeah, get tickets to your home. It's awesome that Shazza McKenzie and I believe Calvin Tankman. Those are the two that stick out. I'm not sure if anyone else does. But they're wrestling Friday and Saturday as of right now.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. Okay, cool. Well, how about hybrid? Let's do hybrid.
Hybrid wrestling. All right. Get onto their page here. Theirs is all jumbled up, so it's fun getting all this. All right. What did you say?
What?
What?
Just motivating you to be a person you are.
Be who you are.
Sorry, I had to skip over to another page because their main flyer cuts off at the top on their website. So just a heads up to Hybrid Wrestling Entertainment. If you're listening, just edit the picture a little bit more so people can see it. That'd be perfect. That way everyone knows where you guys are. But Hybrid Wrestling presents this Sunday at the Barrel Haas at the Badger State Brewing. 990 Tony Canadino Road in Green Bay, Wisconsin. I mean, it's Green Bay. Canadeo Road in Green Bay, Wisconsin. I mean, once I saw Green Bay, I was immediately turned off by the.
I know, but you also threw an extra N in there for some reason.
Yeah, that was just the stutter that I have. So thanks for bringing up.
Is that what it is? I didn't know stutters just added letters to words. That's crazy.
No, because it's a weird thing. Because I was like, yeah.
Not really. It says Canadeo.
Well, this Sunday, June 29th, because I'm already in July because that's my birthday month. So doors open at 2 p.m. The main show starts at 3 p.m. Front row tickets are $20. Prepay general admission is $10. Otherwise, at the door day of is $15. Right. The famous Jordy Lee, name is Jords, I guess he goes by, will be making a confirmed appearance at this show in round 1 of this tournament. So they are doing a tournament for Summer Series. We'll break down those matches. As we have one is Jax Johnson versus Axel Rico. Going to the next match. I want to get through the tournament first. They have them all jumbled. Sorry about that. Also in the first round tournament, Stacy Shadows. Jeez, my S's today. Versus this guy looks pretty familiar there, Turtle. Doom Montgomery.
Cool.
He's been popping up a little bit more, hasn't he?
He's getting out there.
Yes, yeah. Your boy Roy will be taking on Bobby V in the first round of the Summer Series tournament. Also set to appear in said tournament, but has not been confirmed, will be Joey the Jet Avalon. There will be a segment called the Director's Chair. I know. Featuring the all-night highlight reel, should I say all-night highlight, Peter Schwanz. In a triple threat match in round 1, we have Rick McCarthy versus Ethan Matthews versus Sam Eli. Tag team action. Royal Flava versus the Baker Boys. And yes, I went into accents for those ones. Oh, that's why I can't read that. That was in Spanish. So if you guys didn't know, I do not know Spanish.
That's twice I almost dropped it.
You almost dropped what?
The R word.
Why would you say? Because I can't speak Spanish?
Because I can't read.
Oh, yeah. I definitely cannot read.
In my mind, I'm like, God, is it worth being canceled or not? It really isn't.
It's like, how badly do you really want to keep the show going?
If I was any tired, which I'm not right now, but if I was tired at all, I would have said it, and I would not have gone back to it. I ended up like, you know what? Let the cards fall where they are. Because here's the thing: me talking about almost saying it is going to get me just as canceled if I was just to say it anyways by the right people. That's the thing. Yeah. I don't know why I'm looking over here. Camera's here. I'm just saying, by the right person, me just saying like, oh, did you hear he almost said the R word?
So you just Pac-Maned it.
Fuck him.
Really?
Fuck him. Cancel.
You weren't looking at the camera. You Pac-Maned it.
But here's the thing too. There's nothing over here except a bunch of $1 bills. There's nothing. Like the screen isn't over here. There's nothing over here except a bunch of $1 bills and some Funko Pops. No idea what. But yeah, I mean, like, whatever. Who fucking knows?
Okay.
Jesus.
The main event of the evening is for the Hybrid Wrestling Entertainment Championship as the hipster hunk Aaron Arsenal versus the Diamond in the Rough Rafael Quintaro. Rafi making waves everywhere.
That's gonna be a good match.
Just to let you know.
Yeah.
I should have called you out a while ago. Pex. It's Quintaro.
Quintaro?
Quintaro.
Quintaro with like a K sound is what you're saying? That's how he pronounces it? It's not Quintaro like it looks like?
Well,
See,
Yeah, the QU in Spanish is actually a
I mean, I got the H and the J, so I'm pretty impressed
See-
I got that down.
No, see, I'm glad Nubby said it because to me, I'd be Quintero. That's how I would pronounce it. But
Yeah.
if it's Quintaro, we're gonna go with Quintaro.
Yeah, we'll
But
go with Guitar. I want to make sure the name is pronounced the way that they're actually saying it, even
we
with
got-
my speech impediments.
regardless of how you pronounce it, he's gonna become the new HWE champion. It's gonna happen. I'm gonna call it right now.
And then one last match here that they did have announced, triple threat match. Johnny CK versus D'Angelo Steele with girlfriend Rachel, and versus Jack Spade with Vic the Stick Ross.
For those of you who don't know, Nubby, who's Steele's girlfriend?
Yeah, that
Her name is Rachel.
Okay.
And there's a small possibility that she still doesn't have her arms.
At least one that Mr. Young
One,
stole.
yeah.
Is it a real person?
To Steele.
Steel,
Okay.
yes.
Okay.
Yeah. She used to be a Victoria's Secret model.
Until she lost her arms.
And
Arm
probably until they replaced her with a younger model.
Oh, okay.
Maybe one that wasn't as dated and chipped stuff. Maybe one with more a detailed face. She's a mannequin, Apex.
Okay. Thank
There
you.
we go. And not even a full, like, I'm just gonna say she's not a full figured woman. I'm just she, you remember that show, The Fairly Odd Parents? No, that's a lie. Cow and Chicken.
Yes.
Where like it was just the lower half of the parents. I'm
Yes.
assuming this is the mother.
So.
Okay. Yeah. I really thought this was a person, but okay.
Again, to steal it.
Well, let's be fair. She wasn't always a mannequin.
It's like the movie Mannequin.
She was once a championship.
Honestly, there's an evolution for everything.
Okay. And that's it, though, for Hybrid Wrestling this Sunday, June 29th in Green Bay. I hate Green Bay.
Green Bay, Wisconsin. Okay. We got three more. Let's do NWA Chicago.
We want to do NWA Chicago. We're gonna do NWA Chicago.
Anything that the boss man wants.
Yeah. All right. So, NWA Chicago presents Endless Summer, which is Friday, June 27th at Studio One, 1799 Green Bay Road in Highland Park, Illinois. Bell time is 7:30 p.m. Doors, I want to say 6:45-ish, maybe 7-ish p.m., of course. Tickets on the Eventbrite link on Facebook or NWALiveEvents.com. I do not have the ticket prices, but I just assume they are up there. But you could probably get them at the door too. They just don't have that listed. All right. So we have Steve Boz taking on Eric Surge. Brian Idol taking on Maurice. Daisy Kill taking on Brad Kevins. That metalhead guy taking on Tully Bordarelli. And then for the heavyweight title, we have Mario Pardua, the champion, taking on Charlie Adams. And also appearing, we have Shelly Benson, Tiffany Nieves, and Natalia Markova. And that is the listed card for NWA Chicago Endless Summer, taking place Friday, June 27th at Studio One, 1799 Green Bay Road, Highland Park, Illinois. Bell time 7:30 p.m. Tickets, Eventbrite link, or the NWALiveEvents.com. Go get them.
I will say that if you go to the NWA or the NWA website, they'll take you to the Eventbrite link for the tickets. Front rows available still for $44.47 each. That includes the fees. General admission is $33.80. Again, that's including fees. So.
Thank you, sir.
Oh yeah, man, it's team players. What I do? What do you got left, Pex? 0-1?
0-1, yeah.
Okay, cool. Let's do that.
All right, so Zero1 USA and TNT presents Saturday Night Explosion this Saturday, June 28th. Doors open at 5:30 p.m. Showtime is at 6 p.m. It is at 710 Indiana Street in Edgewood, Illinois. This is a free show for the public with community fireworks after at 9 p.m. My mouse got a little stuck there. The Z1 USA Thursday Night Throwdown Championship, Anthony Lopez versus Quest Parker. World Junior Heavyweight Champion, LDLC. That is a C. Okay, made to make sure. Versus Joey O'Reilly. Oh. Reign Victoria versus Skylar Sparks. First time ever singles match between Devontae Knox and Camaro Jackson. We also have a singles match. Big Munch versus B.A. Malkin. Do we know what the acronyms for the B.A. are? For those guys?
Badass.
Sure. I mean, we'll go with it. I mean, we've come up with fun names before for things until we find out what they really are.
Did you want a funny one?
I mean, we found out finally, I think, what AFA meant, and
which is not always
it was
around.
nowhere near what we thought it was. So I liked ours better, but
right.
Different. Also singles match, Devin Graves versus Theo White. Lilith Khan has an open challenge. Turtle, you gonna go accept that?
There you go. 0-1, buddy.
She looks like she can rip my heart out, so no.
Maybe she would. Who knows?
I've had many women rip my heart out before, but she would do it physically.
You can make your way down to
probably
Edgewood,
show it
Illinois.
I'm trying to see if I can get some names here. There is another picture of 6 other stars that are set to appear, but there are no names and no information to go. 7 stars, and I unfortunately am not familiar with a lot of these guys. If you guys know who they are, please feel free to jump on and give me a hand here.
Oh, no. I'm not here for you.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, they're not listed anywhere.
Yeah, so this is a free show for 0-1 USA this Saturday.
Well,
fireworks afterward.
Well, maybe. Hold on.
You got it.
Because, well, there's one person listed from that flyer, and his name is Jared Shannon. Or no, wait, no. Never mind. That's sponsored by Jared Shannon. It's Bax. B-A-X.
Bax. B-A-X. Okay. Trying to see.
But that's one of the people in that one photo.
Okay. Yeah, that's unfortunately, guys, I can't give you any more information. We've got all the singles matches and tag team matches if they're, going on, but there are 7 wrestlers set to appear, and I guess it'll be a surprise for anyone going to the show. It's a free show with fireworks afterwards, so bring the kiddos on out, it sounds like, and go enjoy some wrestlings and fireworks with the family. That's over in Edgewood, Illinois.
Sounds good.
I never really realized it. I know we talked about 0-1 a couple of times here, but I guess it really dawned on me, like, they really travel up and down the state of Illinois.
They do.
So instead of having like a specific territory type thing, they kind of move around a lot more.
Well, yeah, because I'm on Zero1 USA.com's website because I was looking at like tickets and all that stuff, and I see that Atlanta Black is scheduled to be there in September, which is pretty cool. But the
Oh.
fact that this show's in Edgewood, Illinois, the show in August is in Mattoon, Illinois, which I know down by Charleston by this college. And I only know that because there was a meth explosion there when I was down there. And then they're in Berwyn in September. Then Mattoon again in September. Wild. So,
They were just in Savannah, Illinois,
see,
not too long ago.
Good travel.
yeah,
It's funny because that's where my aunt used to live. And I'm pretty sure my aunt, well, before my uncle died,
Mhm.
they were pretty well known. I bet if I wrestled on that show, I can mention their names. I'll have people come up to me and be like, "Hey, I know them." Small ass fucking town, everybody knew each other.
Yeah, 0-1. Next time you're in Savannah, book just wherever you're at. Book Nubby.
Look, Nubby.
In
Jeez.
Berwyn, Mattoon, book Nubby, especially Berwyn. He constantly brags about the Eagles Club. I've never personally been there myself. I would love to check out a show for that once because I hear it's pretty nice. But
Hey, you can enjoy some wrestling and then go into the bar and gamble.
there you go.
Nice.
All right, Nubby, last one for you is the Ultimate Combat Gauntlet.
Yeah, and it's a very short one.
That's what she said.
So, Ultimate Combat Gauntlet presents endless possibility. So the possibility is endless.
I mean, if it's a short match card to share, it's not really that.
Endless.
Yeah, it's just,
I mean, there's a possibility they could book me someday.
and they
I'm
should. As far as
only
I know,
down the
Nubby's not
street.
that far from Bedford Park. So
No, I'm not. I literally, if I wanted to, I could walk there. I
if
don't
he
want
wanted to, he could walk there. He won't.
No.
Hell no. But he could.
I could. That's how close they are.
That's right.
I mean, imagine my people could show up there.
Mhm.
But
Nubby
hey,
gets pops.
I do. It's not too far away from my old job. Maybe I can convince them to go up there. But you got to book me in order for that to happen.
Yeah, book him.
Wait.
That's right.
It is this Friday, June 27th at Magoo's, 6550 South Maynard Avenue in Bedford Park, Illinois. Adults, you're $20. Kids, you're $10. Bell time is 7 p.m. Doors open at 6 p.m. and there's a vendor fair or something taking place at 5 p.m. So you can enjoy some activities before the show. All right, so one match has officially been announced. It will be Jax Johnson taking on Doom Montgomery. We talked about him quite a lot today.
Yeah.
And I believe this is a debut show or debut matchup for Crystal Carmichael.
At Gauntlet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I believe she's still the current women's champion of Southland.
I was just about to say.
Yeah,
Current
yeah.
Southland Women's Champion.
Perfect. So yeah, she'll be there, and I'm sure we'll see more matches pop up throughout the week. Check out their Instagram because they apparently don't post on Facebook that much anymore.
Yeah, that's insane.
But that's fine. Earlier we mentioned we have a new champion at Ultimate Combat Gauntlet in Joey Pearson. Will there be a rematch? Or will they take Travis's thing and not do a rematch?
Don't take my thing. Need my thing.
You know what I mean. Idea.
I don't know about our literal fans out there. It's like, oh, let's all grab Travis's thing. It's like,
I mean, things can mean a lot of many.
Mostly. But
Yeah.
No, 100%.
There's a certain thing we don't grab.
That's right. If you lose a title, you don't deserve to try to win it back right away. Put the back line. That's Pex. That's the only time many titles opportunities I gave him. 0. Earn it.
I mean, I got one.
Look about to give me a title shot. Okay, calm down.
I was new. Leave me alone.
Let me point at you and demand a fucking title shot because that's how life works.
I mean, eventually I got it, and I got screwed out of it.
Fuck that shit.
Then the tag team matches I got screwed out of. Then the Genesis title I got screwed out of.
Oh, everything's everybody else's fault.
Maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I should make a pack. Have that happen.
A Pac-Man?
Yeah, make a Pac-Man. Turtle, you're an animal. You want to be part of the top of the food chain? That's what we'll call it.
I'm not really considered an animal.
You call yourself the pet store.
Oh my god.
Huh.
Oh yeah, you put fucking Tommy Gun in there since he acts like a bitch all the time.
Well, there we go.
God, he doesn't listen to the show, so you know.
Said, yeah, you don't fucking listen. What do I care? What's he gonna do? Come at me and fucking say something on Facebook? Fuck him, asshole.
You know what is funny? All right, so last week we talked about, how he said, promote the show, right? We promoted the show.
Oh my God.
Did he share the podcast?
Not one bit.
Absolutely not.
Not one person. Tell you what, not one person from SCW shared that fucking show. But we talked about it. We talked about what they gave us, which was beautiful that they pretty much released the entire match card within 12 to 18 hours of when we did the show. So they had the match card. They just didn't want to give us anything because the stuff wasn't released on Facebook. Just fuck them.
We had 3 matches, and then within 18 hours, the rest of the show was announced.
Yeah. Wow.
We could have talked about the whole thing on the show. And it's funny is because it would have then been released right after all the matches were done. Because this is recorded.
Yeah. But no, hey, listen, as long as somebody who doesn't book and run a company tell me to promote the company that he doesn't book for, perfect. That's the life we're going to live. That's the world we're going to fucking live in. Cool.
The world, it's definitely the world.
Yeah.
Stop it, because I want to
go. All right. Is that everything for Ultimate?
Yep.
Okay.
We know of, yeah. Okay.
So, obviously, whatever results we do get from AAW, Freelance, Ultimate, NWA, Zero1 Hybrid, and IWA, we'll talk about next week. As far as next week goes, as far as shows and stuff, we don't have any match cards.
Yeah, I think everyone's taking that weekend off because of the 4th of July week that week.
Now,
so that's a weekend. On the weekend?
4th of July is Friday. Yeah, so
that's probably why.
I don't see anyone having a card, but that means somebody's not going to have a card. But over the course of the next couple of weeks, you already mentioned it. I mentioned it to them earlier today. The next couple of weeks is going to be really short. We're still going to have shows out for you. Just going to be short because next week we have results for 7 shows. And following that, we got match cards for 4 shows that are coming up. So,
yeah.
Well, technically 3 because SCW we have seen can't get their fucking.
Technically seen most of the match card, but we'll refresh the memory of everybody. And
that's the thing. Honestly, if we already ran through the match card, why do we gotta fucking do it again? It's time to go back and listen to the show they didn't listen to the first fucking time.
And if it's the same match card, well, I guess I'm not booked again.
Right? I mean, but hey, at least they got commentary all figured out.
Aren't you supposed to be?
Even though I was told I was gonna be,
I know.
I was told in person that I would be booked for that show. But if it's the same card, well, I don't know.
No idea.
I'm pretty sure if you were already told to be booked for that show, there's moving in. They'll add probably more matches. So a nice hot day outside.
I'm not bitter at all.
The thing is, at the end of the day, there's only one person to blame for all these fucking problems, and it's that geriatric fuck Flat Top. So
it's like
good choice on President Terry. He's really bringing the company up. Jagoffs.
It's been over a year now.
I know. Over a year of me talking shit about my boss and not doing a damn thing about it.
Still writes your check.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. Must be because I know what I'm fucking doing. Nutty. So cool. All right. Fucking Nubby. We'll start with you, man. What's What are you freaking thinking about, man? What's your
Oh,
final
there's
thought? Talk about
so
wrestling.
much. There's so much I'm thinking about right now. I don't even know what to start with or even talk about because it'll be me bitching about something.
That's what I do.
What
brings in the views?
Yeah. Let's go with something that took place recently. So a couple years ago, someone was blacklisted. I'm not sure if you guys were paying attention. Yep. Social media. Someone was blacklisted because, let's put it out there, he was a pervert. Not gonna lie, he was a perv. He sent unsolicited dick pics to females that didn't want it in their DMs. And I heard that he was also groping women. And there might have been talks of him talking to underage women. Or girls, we should say. Which I guess I can say I kind of witnessed back in the day. I have mentioned not to do that, especially when I knew them.
Okay.
I get it. Sometimes certain ones are the ones instigating it, but still.
Well, they're underage. Supposed to.
Right. I'm just.
I know what you're trying to say.
Someone had a bad reputation of talking to the older guy, to the wrestlers in a certain way, but I did put a stop to it for a short time, but it didn't really stop with others. But so recently he was blacklisted, never be seen again, kicked out of every wrestling company he was with. He was kicked out of the wrestling school he was with. He tried to come back. Someone tried to sneak him back in to a school.
Okay.
They did not have it. They kicked him right out.
Okay.
Honestly, I do believe in forgiveness, giving people second chances. But if you are not sincere about the shit you've done, you made no apologies, you did not make it up to the people that you have wronged, you don't deserve the second chance. You don't deserve forgiveness. You did nothing to make it right. And for you to sneak your way back into the business, it just shows you have no remorse for what shit you did. And you're probably still doing it, whatever it is you're doing. And the fact that you even lied about doing it and saying you were hacked. No, we all know you better, buddy. Don't. Just stay away. Unless you do something that will make your name better. That will people see that you're making a change. Because people make dumb decisions. People go to jail for it, and then they come, they get out and they're not that way anymore, whatever. But
rare,
you've done nothing.
Right, it's possible. Rare, but possible.
You've done nothing, and you tried to sneak your way. Had you not tried to sneak your way in, you might have maybe had a better chance if you did the right way. And then to the person that tried to sneak them in, you're a piece of shit too. For doing it.
Yep.
I mean, you're already a piece of shit for all the shit you've done.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm not mentioning names because I don't need to, but there are listeners that understand who I'm talking about.
They know exactly who you're talking about.
They do know. And again, that person that you're trying to build a relationship, try to get out of the bullshit that you pulled. But sneaking in this guy is not the way to do it. It just shows that you haven't changed either. And that makes you look like the asshole. To the person that, no, stay away or make it right. But let that be a lesson. Don't be a piece of shit. Don't be a perv. Don't go for underage girls.
Yeah.
Be a better person.
It's really messed up that you have to say that when that should just be common sense. But nowadays people lack that. So I agree with you in second chances. That one, what you're describing is very tough. to second chance somebody, especially if you said they're not feeling remorseful at all
Right.
and trying to sneak into places. That's no. You got to man the hell up, and hopefully you've actually learned your lesson, but it doesn't sound like it. I don't know who we're talking about specifically. So, but yeah, that's just experience in general with stuff like this. It's just disgusting. I know nowadays too, it's harder and harder with how society is. But at all times, I can tell you right now, if I wasn't a married person and females talking to me, I'd probably be IDing everybody, especially if I'm not knowingly trying to be a scumbag.
You kind of got to, you know?
Oh, God, yeah. 15 looks like 22 nowadays. It's kind of creepy. It's what they're putting in the food, I guess. It's probably why they're trying to fix food. Maybe people will look their freaking ages.
I mean, we're supposed to be treating people, whether you're man or woman, treating everyone equally, treating everybody with respect. And this guy had no respect for anybody, not even for himself. Honestly, he didn't give a shit. I mean, he was bad enough. He was a piece of shit in the business, thinking he knew everything, thought he knew better.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't. And then just to do all this shit, nah, not in my world, not in this business. Not when you're around me, that's for sure. Because I don't play that shit. I have a niece who actually was around during that time.
Oh, fuck that. No.
And she's old enough to know better. She's 21 now. But at that time, she was underage. And luckily, she's smart. Smarter than me, which is a good thing. She knew to stay away from pieces of shit like that. And, I mean, she wouldn't go after wrestlers anyway because she knows I would probably beat their ass regardless. I'll still beat their ass now. And even though she's old enough to make her own decisions. I guess it depends on who it is, but still.
Yeah, it's like one of those things. Like, there's not too many actually good.
I trust nobody at this point.
Fair enough.
But that guy, nah. Stay away. Go find something else to do.
Yeah.
And it sucks because he was very talented. He had the potential, but you fucked it up.
Always the case that it's someone talented that has potential that just makes dumb decision after dumb decision and screws their chances up. Like is story tales all time, you know?
Yeah.
Beauty and yes. No. I am proud to say that in my 36 years of my life, I've never once ever took a photo of my genitals.
40 years and never have.
Right. I know Pikes can't say the same, which is fine.
I plead the fifth on this one.
You know, yeah. And that's because the biggest problem is it's not so much like my biggest concern is the way phones and technology is nowadays, and the fact that everything's either like in a cloud or a drive that auto syncs from somewhere. Absolutely fucking not, you know. And
what do you mean it's in the cloud? It's in the cloud. No one knows what the cloud is.
Yeah. So it's you get people really go, let me see. It's like, nah, it's like absolutely not. Like, no.
I mean, look what the big hack that happened. What was that, about 10 years ago at this point? All those celebrities, all those people with their Apple IDs getting hacked, which I thought Apple was supposed to be the one to prevent all that, which I thought was interesting as well. And everyone's photos, pictures, private stuff got leaked. One of the main reasons, like, I don't even put credit card information in Google Wallet or Samsung Wallet. I don't care how much security is on my phone. The best security is in my pocket.
Yeah.
Right. Like, so.
I'll take a Polaroid. No, mail it to you.
Yeah, there you go.
Old school, right? That way we're like, oh, I got Travis's dick. It's like, that ain't my dick. It's fucking Polaroid. Who the fuck uses Polaroids anymore?
Yeah.
I'll get Jack to fucking etch it out while we're on a boat.
Just, as we're talking on the podcast, like, just look at you and be like, that's cool. Polaroid camera you got there, Travis. Just sitting in the back. Just like, what? Oh, yeah. No.
Well, now that we recorded this and someone gets a Polaroid, well, let's
we
reverse
now know who sent it.
Listen, I'm gonna use the same logic everyone else using this fuck world. Listen, Travisy's the one that said it. That's Travisy's dick, not mine. Fucking A. Pax, what's your thoughts on wrestling these days? What you got?
Let your promoters make announcements and decisions.
Fuck no. So you do it yourself.
Nah, like
I'll strongly disagree with you. 100% no. No, I encourage everyone. I encourage everyone to speak. Speak up before you fucking 100% not.
No, you can't speak out of turn. If you work for a company and there's news going out, get facts, get information, let it come from the company itself, no matter what type of news it is. But don't just start announcing, start talking, and start sending out stuff that probably isn't accurate yet. Unless you have all the information, save it for the promoters. Save it for them. That's their job.
The problem with things like that is because when you get somebody who gets a little more involved into a business than they're typically used to, they believe that they have a certain amount of power to do things. And for all of you out there, you don't.
No.
100% not. I've been, and I think I've said before, maybe on this podcast or in messages or whatever, I've been around and involved in SCW in some kind of capacity for 8 years now. My first show was May of 2017. 8 years I've been a part of SCW in one capacity or another. I've never once did anything before going to the owner or whatever about it before I did it. Because not only is it courteous and respectful, but again, as Pex is saying, you don't want to be the one speaking out of turn and making promises to people that now is your responsibility.
Yeah. And then now a lot has to be backtracked. A lot has to be explained. No idea what's going on. I mean, it's the same thing for promos and stuff. Like I do not post anything I shoot before the owner of the company at least sees it, lets me know what they think on it, gives notes, whatever. One, it's also helped in my development overall. It helps with making sure you're not exposing anything of the business. And it's their product. So why do you get to speak on their product without their input? So that's pretty much my big thing in wrestling this week. Just there was a lot going on over the last 7 days, so I figured to bring that up.
Nobody want to chime in on anything about that? Or are you good?
Nah, I agree. Don't jump the gun unless you're asked. Unless you're asked to post about it, you leave it up to the owners to do it.
Unless you're the moderator at the site.
Yeah,
and probably should still wait for the owner.
So my thought isn't really wrestling based, but I do want to get this promotion out there. Two things actually. One is wrestling based, and I probably should have done this at the beginning of the show when people were still listening. But we're still doing the Ivan Manson Memorial thing. We're still trying to take in as many videos from anybody in the business that wants to share, whether it be a farewell, a goodbye, a story from the past, whatever it is. Bookers, promoters, wrestlers, fans, anyone who works in the business who had a story with Ivan you want to share or just want to say goodbye to Ivan, you can still do that. Keep an eye out at shows where Nubby's at. Just go to him, ask him to take a quick photo or a quick video. He's been good at that, and I appreciate it. Pax is selfish. Email JFW Podcast at yahoo.com. Send your videos there and everything. We're probably going to do it either. My goal was at least the end of the month, but I think I'm going to try to coincide it with the memorial show that I believe AAW is going to have for Ivan. Whenever that happens, I don't know a date on it. I don't think they announced a date on it, but it may be until it coincides with that. And the only reason I'm doing that is because I want to try. I would hate to put together the video and then somebody send me something last minute. So. If you're a fan or a friend or a family of Ivan and you want to contribute a video, do so. We'll put a post up on Facebook to remind everyone that we're still doing it. And speaking of social media, the non-wrestling related thing, today I finally was able to put together the Freaknet Studios Discord server. So for all those out there who's on Discord and everything, and want to support Freaknet Studios, now you could go to the Freaknet Studios server and become a fan over there. JFW, This Freaking Show, The Power Hour, Lovely Intoxicated Podcast, Scourge Society are all on it. I don't know if Jedi Talk's gonna be on it or not. I haven't got confirmation on that one. but the majority of the shows that we do have is going to be on here, and any show that's going to be created going forward is going to have an opportunity to be on this as well. So this way, if you're a fan of us and you want to listen to the other Freakin Studios content, it's all going to be in one place now. It's going to be over on the server, the Freakin Studios server. So sign up over there. You're going to have an opportunity to see announcements, see the social media links, the merchandise links, fan chats. You can submit pictures of yourself, whether it's, you bought merchandise and you want to show it off, or, wrestling events, this or that. There are rules. Please read the rules. We're going to try to, well, not try. This is a family-friendly server. Going to be for all ages, so don't post anything inappropriate. There are admins and mods in here that are going to track everything people does. You can get booted from it if you do anything inappropriate or, disrespectful to people. So be considerate we've been in here, but we're going to try to use this as a way to promote all of our Freakin Studio stuff collectively. And it's going to be a way to show everyone all the stuff that we have as Freakin Studios being released. Also, our sponsors are on here, CarterComics.com, Audible, and of course, Apex Nutrition. All their stuff's in there as well. As soon as Apex joins the Discord,
Yes, after this,
then he could utilize his sponsor spot to promote anything he wants to promote as far as Apex. When if you have promotion, sales, whatever, it's all going to be in there. Same thing with CarterComics.com. And
they're able to communicate as well through that. Correct, Travis? Like if they wanted to be under that.
So if you go, so if you go to the sponsor section where Apex Nutrition is, everyone can see the spot. You'll be able to type messages and everything in there as well. So not only, like I said, Apex will have access to this to post his stuff, you can reach him out through here as well. So again, and I know I put a post out there on JFW, Net Studios, This Freakin Show, and my own personal Facebook, which I rarely ever do. But just keep in mind, this stuff is all brand new to me, and it's all brand new to the other people that are going to help me work with it. So things may get adjusted, may get tweaked, maybe improved, maybe taken, whatever it is still a work in progress. But I'd love for you guys to get in here and be included in it. That way you kind of meet the community that has, been a part of JFW for so long. So go and do that. Go over to our JFW Facebook page. The link to it is right there. Just go to it, sign up, and just be a part of the Discord. So, yeah. You guys got anything else wrestling related?
Power Hour this week. Muggsy James, special guest.
There we go.
Saw that.
Check it out.
There is a pay-per-view this weekend, but I don't think it's going to be in Saudi Arabia.
That was the new reports today that Talent is saying that they are not going due to the escalation with Quintar today, even though on a political note, this was supposed to be the end of all this for now. I kind of agree. I don't want to be in any area that is setting up for militarized zones. I know someone brought up, well, a tribute to the troops back in Iraq was literally on a military base. And someone made the point that, well, that was a military base. Yeah, where do you think the enemy wants to attack overseas would be said military bases? So I can understand why not wanting to go. So yeah, we'll see. Some people did suggest Chicago as like a last minute. It's open.
It's just as bad.
I mean, there was a suspension in for airlines anyway. So you can't go there. You can't even go there. And whoever's there right now, which is reported that some crew is there, they can't even leave.
Ooh. Yeah, that's
but there might be a little bit of an upside. I don't know how much of an upside or even how much this holds, but there has been a ceasefire.
Yeah.
So it might help, but I don't trust any of it.
No, that's literally the most powder kegged area is the best way I can say in the world right now.
The concern of it is, where I see it is, yes, there's a ceasefire. That doesn't mean it's done. That's
the only upside.
Absolutely. The one thing I can tell you as a benefit, and it's like Nubby said, it's the travel there that is the alarming thing. Being in Saudi Arabia is not going to be an issue because they're not going to bomb Saudi Arabia. They're not going to bomb that part of Saudi Arabia. They'd be crazy to do so. Obviously, Qatar, the naval base, I understand that. But actual Riyadh and all that, I don't see them actually attacking that. But again, people do crazy things nowadays. We don't know. best bet, safe bet. They're probably not going to do it. It's probably going to end up being somewhere in Florida or because they have the very similar thing not too long ago. Maybe it was many years ago, but like they had to cancel a Saudi Arabia trip and move it somewhere, didn't they?
No, there was speculation, but they actually had the show. But there wasn't. It was a different situation.
Yeah, it wasn't
right.
Vince.
Yeah, there weren't actual attacks being done against each other at that time yet. So
yeah.
And Samson started anyways. You don't want to send. I mean, I don't know what John Cena, CM Punk, and all them over to Saudi Arabia. Even if they do make it, if they can't leave,
that's the problem.
Because to be honest with you, one of the benefits of the last time somebody couldn't leave Saudi Arabia, we got the greatest Survivor Series in history with NXT being involved. So, So if it wasn't for the planes not being able to leave Saudi Arabia, we wouldn't have gotten NXT on Survivor Series. So, you can look at the silver lining that way. I don't see that champions happening in Saudi Arabia, but who knows? Yes, they can move it. I'm sure they wouldn't have a problem finding somewhere else. It's probably gonna cost a lot more fucking money. Somebody like, well, I'd hate to have to.
You can always go to the Performance Center where NXT is.
Do a Soldier Field. Bears ain't fucking using that thing.
Yeah.
They're not in the season.
Fuck yeah, right? You're in Soldier Field. You can do it. I mean, it'd be a lot of logistics to kind of put together.
Middle Oakland Pavilion. Why not?
The Midlow Dome.
Yeah, go to the Midlow Dome.
Go to the Midlow Dome. No one else is using it. Like it. Okay.
Yeah.
That's it. Guys, typically I'll tell you to follow our social medias and everything, but today I'm just going to tell you go to our Discord because our social medias are listed in Discord. So go over to our Discord, Freaknet Studios Discord server. Go over there, follow it, be a part of it, help us out. And obviously continue to listen to us wherever you listen to podcasting. And if you do it over on Apple or Spotify, make sure you follow it and give us a review. It actually helps out. And also check over our YouTube channel, JFW Wrestling Podcast. Subscribe over there and help out get those fucking numbers up. Why the hell not? That's all I got.
I believe we can.
Ring the bell on this episode.
Perfect. As always, I'm Travesty.
And I am Nubby, the Amazing Turtle, Cowabunga.
I am Pexman Apex.
And thank you for listening to the episode of Just Freak Wrestling, the JFW Podcast.